my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the KaePop collection, which is a collaboration between ColourPop and Karaoke. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Sorry, girl. I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly or not, but this collection is amazing. It is my favorite collection that has come out from ColourPop. It's also my favorite collaboration with ColourPop, just because the colors are so on point. They go well together, they're beautiful, they're my style. I love that liquid lipsticks came out in this collection. I just think it is a great collection. It's something that everyone needs to get their hands on. So as for the structure of this video, I'm going to be doing a review of all of the products, and as I'm reviewing the products, I'm going to be doing swatches for you guys. And then once we got through all of that, we'll jump on into the makeup tutorial. Alright, so the KaePop collection came out with a eyeshadow quad. You can get the eyeshadow quad all together, or you can get them separately. So it comes with 4 eyeshadows, and then there is a blush, a bronzer, a highlighter, 3 liquid lipsticks, and then 3 lip pencils. So the only things that I didn't get were the 3 lip pencils and the bronzers. The 3 lip pencils, just because I am not a lip pencil type of person, and also ColourPop's lip pencils are more on the creamy side, and if I got a lip pencil, I want something more matte. So I didn't get the ColourPop lip pencils from this collection, and I didn't get the bronzer as well, just because it was a little too dark for me, at least in my opinion. So I feel like it would be better for someone who has tanner skin than me. So just keep that in mind, and that's why I didn't get those 4 items. There's 3 lip pencils that went with the 3 liquid lipsticks, but I got everything else. I got the eyeshadow quad, the 3 liquid lipsticks, the blush, and then the highlight. First, let's go into the KaePop ColourPop eyeshadow set. So if you get the set, you get it in this packaging. If not, you just get the single eyeshadows. But I absolutely loved this collection. I wanted all 4 of these eyeshadows. I think they all go amazing together. So I did get all 4 eyeshadows. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to go over is going to be my new favorite crease color, and this is the KaePop Wilshire. It is a beautiful warm brown. Whenever I'm on the bus, I always take a warm, cool toned brown. So I put that in the crease and on the lower lash line, and this is definitely going to be my new favorite. It's very creamy. It's a beautiful color. It's what I'm wearing in my crease and on my lower lash line today. And as you'll see in my makeup tutorial, I applied this in the crease using my middle finger, and then I applied it on the lower lash line with my pinky. So it's really great to have ColourPop eyeshadows on the to take on the go, because all you need to do is mainly grab a crease color and a lid color, and then you're set. So this is something that I'm definitely going to be throwing in my purse. I absolutely love it. So I would say out of all 4 eyeshadows, this one is my favorite. You gotta have good crease colors. It's definitely something I'm going to throw in my purse. If you don't want all 4, get Wilshire. Now my next favorite is the KaePop Sunset Boulevard. So this is more of a highlighty eyeshadow. So I put this on the inner corners of my eyes and on my brow bone today. And I also use it as a cheekbone highlight, and I will get into why I use this one as a highlighter later. But this is a beautiful color. This is another eyeshadow that I'm going to be throwing in my purse. So that way whenever I'm on the bus, I can put this on my lid, my brow bone, and on the inner corners of my eyes, and then I am set. These 2 colors, this one and then Wilshire, are beautiful together. It's just a great combo. So if you're only going to pick up 2 eyeshadows, I would definitely pick this one up as your second option. Also, this one is extremely creamy. Extremely creamy. Now my next favorite is this one in Crenshaw. So this is a nice darkish brown color that I put on the outer corner of my eye today. It's not super dark once you put it on the outer corner of your eye. It's like the perfect brown and goes amazingly with the other 2 colors that I just mentioned. So I put this on the outer corner of my eye. I placed it on the outer corner with my pointer finger, and then I blended it in with the Sigma E25 brush. So another great color, goes great with these other eyeshadows. It is just beautiful. I don't know if I mentioned it with the highlight shade, the Sunset Boulevard, but I did apply this on my cheekbone with my pointer finger, and I applied it on the inner corner of my eyes and on my brow bone with my pinky finger. Now the fourth eyeshadow is this one right here. It's called KaePop Beverly. So this is a beautiful purple color. So this one could also be great with these other eyeshadows on the outer corner. You can just use this one instead of Crenshaw. You could also put this on the lower lash line as a nice pop of color. It's a great way to switch out the outer corner too as well, so you're not always, like I like to use black a lot, but this gives it a little bit of color, which I think is going to be great for spring and summer. So I thought this was another beautiful color that was in this collection. Alright, and I do have some swatches for you guys. So up top right here we have Wilshire. As you can see, it is a beautiful warm brown. Then we have this shimmery color right here in Sunset Boulevard. Right here we have Crenshaw, which as you can see is a nice medium toned brown that has warmth to it. So all three of these colors are amazing for summer. Then at the very bottom we have Beverly, which just is a lot more plum. Whenever you put it on here, a lot more of a berry tone than it looks like it would be in the pot. It looks very just like straight up purple in the pot, but it's a very berry whenever you swatch it. So this is going to be beautiful for the fall, but I think it'll also work well in the summer on the outer corner, on the pop of color on the lower lash line. I think it's just a beautiful color and goes great with all of these. I really love berry tones with warmer tones. So I think this is a great set of eyeshadows. If there's any quad that you should get from ColourPop, it's the KaePop one. Next, I'm going to talk about the highlighter in Glow Up. So this is what I put on my lid today, and I used my pointer finger to place it onto my lid. I find using my fingers are the best way to apply ColourPop eyeshadows. I did have to use the Sigma E25 brush to blend out the outer corner, but that's just because the outer corner is always the hardest and really does require a nice blending brush. But everything else I apply with my fingers. So I put this on my lid today, and I bought this because, you know, I thought it was going to be a little bit too dark for my cheekbone, but I knew it would be beautiful on the lid. So that is why I put this on the lid, and I put the Sunset Boulevard eyeshadow on my cheekbone as a highlight. Now that highlight is very subtle. This is very creamy. I love it on the lid. If you're someone who has lighter skin, wear this on your lid. If you're someone who has darker skin, you can totally wear it on the cheekbone. So that's what's nice about ColourPop products. You can, or even other products in general, is that you can use eyeshadows as highlighters and highlighters as eyeshadows. It's just really nice. Then I got the blush in Flushed, and this is just a really pretty pink color. It has peachiness to it. It's going to be great for summer. But that's the thing though, I feel like I really want to wear summer looks year round just because I feel like that's just more my style. This look is completely my style. I absolutely love it. So that's what I'm wearing today. I placed it on my cheekbones with my pointer finger, just tapped it, rubbed it, and then I went in with the Sigma F55 brush just to diffuse it and blow it out. I just love ColourPop products, guys, and these are all creamy. Sometimes with collections like the Kathleen Lights one, I think everything was really creamy, but Cornelius was a little bit on the drier side. I don't know if just like my particular one was a little bit drier, but these are all super creamy. I would definitely say the highlight shades, the Glow Up and Sunset Boulevard, these are the creamiest out of all of the collection that I got. Alright, now I do have swatches. So right here we have a Glow Up. As you can see, this just would be a little bit too dark for me and my skin tone, but it's a beautiful shade. And then this color right here, this is the Flesh Blush, and it's just like a nice peachy corally, definitely great summer blush that I'm probably just going to wear year round. It's absolutely beautiful. Now the last products that I got from this collection are the liquid lipsticks. Now I didn't notice this when I ordered it, but I started noticing it whenever I did the close-ups for this video. But this has like a rose gold like little band right here, and then instead of silver, the writing is in rose gold or gold. So I thought that was just like a nice touch, especially because this feels like a really cool summer collection. These are great. The only one I've tried on is the one that I'm wearing right now, and that is in Rouge, and I love it. I love it. It's like LAX but better. I think it's a beautiful color. Kind of has that chocolate covered cherry kind of feel to it or look to it. I just love it. It's super dark, goes great with the eyeshadow that I'm wearing today. So in love. And then K is supposed to be like, or this is K. So this is supposed to be more like a limbo color, but I think it's going to be a little bit warmer. So I'll swatch it for you and go over that. And then she is just like a nice light, kind of more day-to-day color. Alright, so I do have some swatches for you guys. Right here is Chi. Kae, and Rouge. And I have some other swatches of other liquid lipsticks that came out prior to this release. So this is Chi compared to Beeper. As you can see, they're pretty close, but Chi is a little bit more on the warmer side, and Beeper's more on the cool tone side. Then right here we have a comparison between Kae and then Limbo. Kae has a little bit more red to it, and then Limbo's more of just a straight up chocolate. And then right here we have Rouge and then LAX. LAX is more red and plummy, and then Rouge is definitely a little bit more brown, but still has that hint of cherry to it. So I kind of see more purple tones on the LAX one compared to Rouge. But these are pretty similar. If you guys already have some of these liquid lipsticks and you don't want to get something super similar to it, you don't have to get the second of the other lip color. But at the same time, it's like I'm a makeup collector. I love all of these, and they are still different. It's just, yeah, I'm absolutely in love with these liquid lipsticks. So I would highly recommend getting pretty much this entire collection. I'm sure the bronzer is great. If you're someone who has darker skin than me, then I would get the bronzer. Pretty much across the board when it comes to blushes and bronzers and all of ColourPop products, they are very consistent to me. Some people said the liquid lipsticks aren't as consistent, but I think that they are. I haven't found any inconsistency across the collection, other than some of the lip pencils, some of the caps come off easily and some of them don't, but that's minor. But as far as the actual texture and quality of everything, I think it's just on point. ColourPop is amazing. And I absolutely love this collection. So and the liquid lipsticks too, guys, those are my favorite products of all time. They are my holy grail lipsticks across the board, not just liquid lipsticks, all lipsticks. They're just amazing, and not just because they're affordable. The product itself is just amazing. The color selection is amazing across everything. Like, you really gotta try ColourPop if you haven't already. But these are just beautiful, right? Like, look at all of these colors, and they go so well together, and I love the look that I created. I love it. Alright, so now that we got through the review of all the products and the swatches, let's jump on into the makeup tutorial. Alright, so we're going to get started. So first off, I do want to say all of the other stuff that I've already put on. I've already gone on in with primer, foundation, concealer, some powder to set my concealer, my brow pencil, and then mascara, because I did go and view some apartments with my girlfriend today. Sorry, my cat distracted me. So yeah, me and my girlfriend, we went and looked at an apartment today. So I wanted to put on some makeup, but I knew I was gonna be doing this video, so I didn't put on any eyeshadow, any blush or highlight, because I knew that I was gonna be using the stuff from the KaePop collection. So I've already put on all of that makeup, so now we're just gonna add on everything else, and then maybe I just touch up my mascara and add some liquid liner. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is grab a clip, or you can use a headband, whatever you want to use just to get your hair out of your face. So I'm just going to be doing that today. Alright, first we're going to go in with KaePop Wilshire, and I'm going to use I'm not trying to flick you off, but I'm going to be going in with my middle finger, and I'm just going to rub that into the eyeshadow, and we're going to place this in the crease. Whenever I'm on the bus doing my makeup, I always take 2 ColourPop eyeshadows, one for the crease and one for the lid, and I use my middle finger to put the crease color on, and then I use my front finger right here to put on the eyeshadow on the lid. I use my pinky to do both the inner corner, the lower lash line, and then the brow bone. So I'm going to be doing that today. So I figured that'd be something new to you guys too, just so you guys can see like good ways to place ColourPop eyeshadows. And it really makes it easy for on the go if you just want to grab a crease color and a lid color. That would also be good as a brow bone highlight. It's really great. But yeah, so me and my girlfriend are looking at this one apartment. We think the apartment that we saw today we're actually going to go with. The original one that we wanted to get, we don't want to go to anymore, just because all the money that we'd be paying towards it, it wouldn't be worth it with the location and some other stuff. We figured out that we could get another place that's probably just as expensive or cheaper and get more of what we want out of it. So we looked at an apartment yesterday, and then we looked at apartments today, and the one place that we went to today we really like. So there's like a tennis courts there, volleyball court, so that's really cool that they have that. The living room looked really nice, and like it's just definitely the upgrade that we were looking for. We've been in our one apartment for 3 years. It's been, it's a little small, it's not as nice, and our roof keeps leaking. Like, it's been leaking for 3 years. They keep fixing it and it never is actually fixed. So while I still have this color out, Wilshire, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our pinky, place it into the ColourPop eyeshadow. We're gonna place it on the lower lash line. So we're gonna start on the outer corner and then work our way forward. But yeah, I'm over the roof leaking. Also, now that my girlfriend's company, they moved to a different location, so now both of us are both far away from our jobs. She used to be closer to her job, but now we're both far away from our jobs. So now, you know, the place that we're going to move is gonna be closer to both of our jobs. So that's gonna be like really helpful for us. And really convenient for me too, because now I won't need a bus pass. The one place, if I move there, I can take their shuttle to work. They have a shuttle that goes to where my work is. It drops off there. Can also take me to the grocery store and stuff. So it's like I don't even have to pay for a bus pass. So that's gonna save me so much money. It's like $1,000 for a bus pass for the year. So to save that much money, it's so incredibly worth it. All right, so now I'm just gonna grab a tissue. You can also use a makeup wipe. Sometimes I don't have this on the bus, so I always just kind of like wipe it off onto a tissue or a napkin, whatever I have, just because we're gonna go in with the other colors. I don't wanna like, you know, knock my fingers into my face. But that's like the best way to apply ColourPop eyeshadows is with your fingers. And it's so easy because if you forget a brush, you can just use your fingers. You're always gonna have your fingers with you, right? So I really like that about that. Now, it's actually kind of funny. I'm gonna be using the highlighter that I got and placing it on my lid, and I'm gonna be using one of the eyeshadows that I got as a highlight. Just because the highlighter that came out in this one is a little dark. Not super dark, but a little too dark for my skin tone, I believe. So I'd rather use this as a lid color, and then the other eyeshadow is a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna be using that as the highlighter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my front finger, and I'm just gonna rub it into the ColourPop highlighter, which is this one is so incredibly creamy. I can't even. I'm just gonna place it all on the lid. But yeah, we're both so incredibly excited to move because like obviously the place that we're moving to is gonna be nicer, bigger, closer to work. So we have to wait several months to move in. The good thing is because we were so proactive, we're like at the front of the waiting list for the time that we want to move in. So if something pops up, we're gonna be the ones to get the first call. And you know, we're open to different apartments because the place that we're looking at, there's like a lot of options, like whether a certain floor, the types of floors that you have, the style of the apartment. There's so many options. So, and you know, we're open to a bunch. So if something opens up, we'll just grab it, you know, whichever one we like the best that's available, which hopefully, you know, there will be at least a couple people that don't want to renew and that we can take their apartment. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the highlight shade. We are going to be, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what the highlighter is. The highlighter is in Glow Up. No W, G-L-O, up. So that was the highlighter, sorry guys. That's what we put on our lid. But what we're gonna put on our brow bone and the inner corners of our eyes, as well as the cheekbone, but we're not gonna do that right away. But for the brow bone and the inner corner highlight, we're gonna be using KaePop Sunset Boulevard. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my pinky finger in here, and then I'm just going to dab the first dab here, right in the center, and then go around it. You want the first dab to be right in the center because that's where you want the most concentration to be. So dab, kind of spread it down. It's kind of awkward doing it on the other side, but yeah, and I usually go in a little bit more. Let's see if I like to have a lot of highlights, so we're just going to go to town here. I love how this look is turning out. It's very summery, and that's honestly the type of look that I always do. I always do like a light lid, a warm crease, and then a little shiny inner corner. It's just the way to go. And I also don't like, I think I'm going to put, just because I want to show you guys more of the eyeshadows. Usually I would leave it at this, put some eyeliner on, and then, you know, mascara. But I'm going to show Crenshaw to you in a second. I'm going to put that on the outer corner. But this is typically my look. You probably have seen this type of look in my videos before, but I really like it. Now that we got the inner corner, we're going to go in the brow bone. We're also going to be using that pinky finger, and then we're just going to start here and then work our way down. Here, and then work our way down. I also find it saves me time to not do the outer corner just because, A, that's one less step, but B, you have to blend so much with the outer corner. The outer corner is where I struggle the most. I think it's where most people struggle the most. The lid's easy, you just tap it on. The crease, you kind of just get into that crevice. The outer corner, you really gotta blend it well with the other colors. You don't wanna go too far out. Sometimes I get a little too excited and do a little too much. So I'm trying to control that a little bit more. But the easiest way to do that is to just not do the outer corner. And I really, on a day-to-day basis, I don't do the outer corner. So if you want a simple look that's, you know, really quick, really easy, you can just stop right here with the eyeshadow. But I'm going to show you guys Crenshaw just because I want you to see more of the eyeshadows on me, since this is going to be like a review video to help you decide whether or not you want it or not. Now, if you wanted the look to be a little bit more fun too, you could also go in the outer corner with Beverly, but I'm not going to do that. I want to do more of a brown, summery kind of look. So I'm going to be going in with Crenshaw on the outer corner. Now, I don't ever really put eyeshadow on the outer corner on the bust, so I really don't have as much practice using my fingers with this, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to place it. I'm not going to blend it with my finger on the outer corner because that's just like asking a lot, but I'm going to use my front finger and I'm just going to tap it on the outer part. You're going to feel your eyeball, so just feel it there. Get on that outer part. I'm going to mirror for this. So yeah, just feel around where your eyeball is. Just place it there. Okay, so the outer part here on this side, you're just feeling where that eyeball is. You don't want to, and what I mean by that is like you're gonna like kind of press against your eyeball. You don't want to go onto the bone part. Just start by doing that. That'll help you get the placement. I absolutely love ColourPop eyeshadows, and I was like thanking the high heavens whenever I found out that they were cruelty-free. I think I knew that ahead of time before I switched to cruelty-free, but just to reaffirm it, like from multiple sites saying that they're cruelty-free, I was like, thank God, because ColourPop is such a great affordable brand. I really like it. I've used it a lot on this channel, and I always talk about it. So if it would have not been cruelty-free, that would have really sucked. So now I'm just gonna go in with my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm gonna dip it into Crenshaw. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start right here on the eyeball. We're gonna go back and forth, kind of getting into the crease a little bit, just blending it out. And you're doing that right here first because that's where it's most, when you have the most pigment on your brush. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go out a little bit. I'm not gonna go too crazy with this look. Sometimes I do like a really crazy wing, but today we're just gonna keep it simple. So we're just gonna kind of pat it, dab it around, blend a little bit. And we're gonna kind of use the brush and kind of blend it back and forth this way. So we're gonna start here and kind of bring it towards the outer corner, just so it blends in with the lid. Yeah, I really like this. Oh my God, these colors go so incredibly well together, guys. This is my favorite quad. But when I saw this collection, I was like, but yeah, this is like my favorite quad. This is by far the colors. When I saw it on ColourPop's Snapchat, I about died. I was just like, these are such great colors. They all go well together. I wasn't excited about the Kathleen Lights one as much because I was like, you can't really combine all the colors together. The outer corners, you can pick between these two, or you can do this on the outer corner and this on the lower lash line. You can like use them all at one time. So for this look, I don't want to put the pop of color on the lash line. I really wanted to do something a little bit more summery and wearable. But it's just, I love this so much. The color scheme is just on point. All right, so now we're gonna go in with blush. So the blush that we are going to be using is Flushed, F-L-U-S-H''D. Love the names, these are so fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our fingers to place it, and then we're gonna use a brush to blend it. So I'm just gonna use my middle finger, I cleaned it off, and we're gonna rub it into the blush, and then we're going to lightly dab it right about here. I'm pressing a little bit hard. I'm gonna dab it first just to make sure you don't have too much pigment. And just kind of rub it in. Other side. Dab it and blend it. I'm gonna go back and forth and then do circular motions. This helps blend it out and also not be too much of a straight line. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our Sigma F55 brush, and then we're just going to blend it out. You just need a stipple brush that's kind of fluffy, so that way you can blend out the blush. For blush, I really like super fluffy brushes to blend out the blush, and for contouring, I like ones that are a little bit dense, but not, you know, super fluffy. So in that case, I would use the e.l.f. small stipple brush. You can do up and down motions, circular motions, kind of do a mix. All right, now we're gonna go back in with Sunset Boulevard and we're gonna do the highlight. So I'm gonna use my front finger, dip it in again, swirl it around, and then we're gonna go right on the butt cheekbone and then just dab it. And rub. May have to go in a couple times. Just wanna make sure you don't go too crazy with it. But then again, it's a highlight, so who gives a shit? Go crazy with highlighters. I love highlighters. And this isn't even a highlighter. That's the thing though, you guys. Just because it's called an eyeshadow doesn't mean you have to use it as a highlighter. Just because it's a highlighter doesn't mean you have to use it as a highlighter. You can use it as an eyeshadow. Now as far as a highlight goes, this is super subtle. I can't really tell. Can't really see it as much in person. I see it a little bit. Definitely see it more on camera, it seems. So just kind of keep that in mind. I felt like this was a little too dark for me. But if you have lighter skin than me, this might show up a little bit more for you. The highlight that you can kind of see, like I'm looking at a different mirror, I can see in certain lighting. So it's like right here in this mirror that I'm looking at right up close, I can't really see it, but then I'm looking here, I can see it in the camera. So it's very subtle, which some people might like. Also, you can use it as an eyeshadow, so I really like it on the inner corner and the brow bone. It looks so good there. All right, and so off camera, I went in with the Wet n Wild H2O Proof Liquid Eyeliner, and then I topped off my mascara with the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. I was using the Wet n Wild Max Volume earlier today, so it's really good at volumizing and separating, but the Too Faced one is really good at thickening, so I went on top of that with this. All right, now as for the liquid lipstick, I'm gonna go with a liquid lipstick in Rouge just because it's the darkest one and I really like the color of this. So we're gonna start off with that one. I think it's gonna go good with this look. Whenever I do that, I'm flattening my lips. It makes it easier. Pat that off so it gets the excess onto the top lip. See when I do that? You see all the cracks? I don't know if you can tell, but there's cracks. You flatten it, you can get into those cracks. Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. What is your favorite product that I mentioned from this collection? Are you really into the eyeshadows, the liquid lipsticks? Is there a favorite that you have? Are you going to get the Rouge liquid lipstick? Are you going to go for one of these eyeshadows? Let me know what is on your list or what you've picked up already. And then if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, please make sure to hit the subscribe button below. Like this video if you've liked it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!